My name is Thomas, and I'm afraid that I caused the end of civilization as we know it. This wasn't done out of greed or anger or anything like that. As with most problems, it began with love. Perhaps I should start at the beginning, though. After the 3D printing schematics for the atomic bomb were released, the government tried to control things, but failed utterly, of course. Just as some people thought that they needed guns to protect themselves, so too did they feel they needed warheads. I guess it was more a matter of knowing that they could take their attacker down 2 at least, and who cares about the rest of humanity. It wasn't long before every person in the world had their own warhead, and the world's tension grew steadily as a result. I worked at the agency. The agency was formed to ensure humanity's survival. This was done by genetically enhancing a series of women designed to impregnate themselves at a regular interval and who would be able to endure to raise their children even in the harsh environments expected if the warheads were used. My job was simple, to ensure the program helmets, which fed them stimuli to educate them on their duties, were running smoothly. If they weren't trained, humanity could be doomed. Everything was going good until I got to girl 44. She was just like others in looks, but as I was working on her helmet, she lifted it off. "Why do you never talk?" she asked me. I told her it was forbidden, and she simply asked why that was the case. I couldn't really say, and so we started to talk. It wasn't until the 3rd week that I realized I was falling in love with her. Silly, right? Falling in love with a woman grown in a test tube and designed to not even need a man to be pregnant. But the heart is a silly thing, really. It wasn't until the 2nd month that it happened. We were talking and a lab assistant came in. I saw her carry a vial of black liquid in the room. "What's that?" I asked. "This girl is defective, and I'm correcting that," she said in a cold tone as she prepared the syringe of black liquid. "How am I defective?" 44, as I came to call her, asked. "That you even ask is proof," the lab assistant said, and she prepared the injection. I grabbed her arm and made her drop the syringe. "No, she's a person, not some machine to be fixed." Grabbing 44's hand, I took her out of the only room she ever knew. We got away mainly because, well, no one ever tried getting away before. Uploading the video onto the helmets was easy, as I worked so extensively with them. It was caught fairly quickly, of course, but then the girls were designed to be fast learners. The video was simple. It was of me telling them of the world, telling them about freedom and about happiness, about love. They weren't that different from my 44. It only took that one seed planted in their fertile minds. They rebelled for the same reason anyone does. They wanted more. The agency was shut down shortly thereafter. So there we go then. No backup. The world is one blast away from the end, as it was before the agency's grand scheme. But you know what? I don't care. I love 44 and she loves me. Maybe if we have to entrust our humanity to people we don't allow to be human, maybe it's not worth saving.